this video, I'm going to explain what is normalization about and why it's used in deep learning. So we know that in the deep learning, we use the normalization to make the features values scalable and to avoid the larger value to dominate the small one. So we could have a fair treatment for every value, because if we don't, the model would have a mathematical bias and will choose the huge number over the small ones. So how we could calculate the normalization? So here are the steps that will teach us how we could calculate that. So first, we must understand what is mean and what is standard deviation. So let's say we have these sets of the data given is 5, 10, 7, 12, 0, 20, 15, 20, 22, 15, 22, 8, and 2. And the standard deviation formula is uh, the summation of all data sets values minus the mean squared. We're going to uh, sum them all up and divide them or take their average and square it. So, so the mean is the average values from the data set. So we're going to sum all the values inside the data set and um, divide it to their numbers. Like here, we have 10 values. That's why in the denominator is 10. And summing up all of data would give us 100 and divided by 10. So we could have 10.1. And and to get the standard deviation, first we need to take or subtract the value to the mean. Since we have the value 5, 10, 7, and so on and so forth, take them. We'd have, example, this 5 minus mean, or 5 minus 10 give us negative 5.1, and the same goes to the other values. And after that, we're going to square those values. So when we square the negative 5.1, we could have 26.01. Yeah, to avoid the negative values, because when we get the standard deviation, what it means, the typical value of the distance in the mean. So let's take or get the variance of it. So to get the variance, we're going to sum all of the value that we have squared, and yeah, we have the value of 47.49. It means that um, the difference or the spread of the data value is 47.49. And when we squared it, we have, I mean, to take the square root of the variance, we would have approximately of 6.89. So the standard deviation is 6.89, and the mean is 10.1. So it means the typical value in the data sets is 6.89 away from the mean. Yeah, this means the data points are about 6.89 units away from the mean on average. So here we have the normalization formula. So the formula of the normalization is the value from the specific value of the data set minus the mean divided by the standard deviation. This transforms each original value into a new value that tells us how many standard deviations that value in away from the mean. Yeah. So it transforms each original value into a new value that tells us how many standard deviations that value is away from the mean. After applying this into the data set, the new mean becomes 0, and the new standard deviation becomes 1. So normalization means we center the data and scale the data via standard deviation. So after we apply the normalization, um, if we take the mean of those, it always becomes 0 and standard deviation becomes 1. That's a small amount of value. So we transform those original value, the larger one, into this small unit. So uh, the the learning in the machine learning could have more way faster and it stabilize and avoid the exploding of the gradients. So why do we need normalization? For example, a raw value alone is hard to interpret, like what I've said. What does it mean to have a value of millions, thousands? Like for example, if the value is 20, you may ask, is 20 is high? Is 20 is low? Is it unusual? Of course, we're going to have compare it into the usual scale, like what we're talking about is standard deviation. So you cannot answer that unless you compare it to the data set. Excuse me. Normalization gives a context by comparing a value to this mean, which tells the center. That's why it becomes 0. The standard deviation, which tells the typical distance from the center. So instead of only saying the value is 20, you can say the value is 1.44 standard deviations above the mean. So if the standard deviation is 1 and the specific value produced a standard deviation of 1.44, it means is 0.44 units above the mean, above the standard. So the three core ideas you need first, like what we solved earlier, the foundation one is we need to know what is mean, what is deviation. Okay, we know that the mean is the average value in the data set, and deviation is the distant value from the mean. So in the scatter plot, we could say that the positive deviation means above the mean because if you could imagine it in the scatter plot, in the middle of it, the center is 0. Above it is a positive 1, and below it is the negative values, like what we have known in the Cartesian plane. And next, standard deviation tells you the typical distance of the data points of the mean. So let's apply it in computation. So again, we use this data. Again, 5, 10, 7, 12, 0, 20, 15, 22, 8, and 12. So first, we're going to compute the mean or the average. So we're going to sum them all up, reduce to 101, and divide it. How many values of it is 10? So it could produce. So the mean is 10.1. So the center of the data set is 10.1. Okay. So it means we have the average value 10.1. The typical value in the data set is 10.1. So let's compute the deviations from the mean. To calculate it, right, we're going to subtract the values from the data set and determine. So the first value transformed to negative 5.1, that's negative 0.1, negative 3.1, 1.9, negative 10.1, 9.9, 4.9, 11.9, negative 2.1, and negative 0.81. These are the deviations. For example, in the 20 in our data set like this, so the x is 20 and the mean is 10.1. So we subtract it from it to know how far this specific value is from the mean. So it is 9.9 units above the mean. So let's compute the standard deviation. We already know that and prove that the standard deviation is 6.89. This means the values data set are typically about 6.89 units away from the mean. So a lot of tricky questions in the standard deviation when we are talking about it is why uh, we should divide it rather than subtract it from the mean, because we are taking the typical values and compare it to the specific values in the dataset, taking its ratio, um, compare it of how many of this typical value is this value, like that. Because if we subtract it in the mean, um, it's so hard to interpret it and to have an idea of how far is it. So we use a typical value on distance average, which is a standard deviation, to calculate how far is it. So the measurement that we're going to use is the standard deviation, the standard scale. So when we plug in it here, so let's say we have, so the formula of normalization, like this, we subtract the 20 or the specific value in the data set into the mean divided by the standard deviation, we would have 1.44. So it means this specific value of x of 20 is 1.44. It's equivalent to 1.44 standard deviations above the mean. So it is 1.44 times larger than the standard deviation, 44 units above the standard deviation. So this is why we divide the standard deviation to scale the distance, to express it clearly, to say how many standard deviation away the value is. Again, this is a formula. So we're going to apply those process, the standard deviation formula, like what we did in the specific value 20 in the data set to get the 1.44 and apply them to the other values in the data set, to the 10 value among the data set. So this is the produced value, negative 0.74, negative zero point 0.1. And we tried it as an example, the 20. The 20 becomes 1.44 units away above the standard deviation. And this one is negative 0.47 um, standard deviations below the mean. That. So why normalization is useful? It makes values easier to interpret. Instead of saying 20 is 9.9 units above the mean, you can say 20 is 1.44 standard deviations above the mean. It makes values comparable. Raw values depend on units like centimeters, per pixels, but the standard deviation units are unit free, so they are easier to compare across the datasets. Why it helps machine learning? Different features may have different scales. Example, age 1860, income 10,000 to 200,000. Without normalization, one feature may dominate just because its values are numerically larger. So normalize put features on a common scale. If we look the transformations of the new data, we could see that the center is 0 and um, the values among the values in the data sets are not too dominant, but their differences is at least 1, um, decimal points only rather than its actual value, that their difference is huge. So we couldn't have a mathematical bias. So let's talk about the interpretation guide of normalized values. So normalized values, when we apply them in, so when we normalize the values in the data set, our new mean is zero, exactly zero. And between -1 and 1 is within the typical range. That is the value of the standard deviation, the standard value. Greater than 1 or less than -1 is farther than typical, so farther than the typical value. And beyond positive or -2 is less common, and beyond positive -3 is very rare or possible outlier. So when we got 1.44, this value is farther than typical but not extremely rare. And that's it.